Hi there, thank you for tuning in to Monoprice.com on our YouTube channel. My name is Sean Blatherwick of the Monoprice Tech Support Team. Today we're going to show you the different types of HDMI cables, how to use them, the different speeds of the HDMI cables, and the purpose of each cable. Now I'm going to show you the different types of HDMI cables and their features. First HDMI cable I'm going to show you is product ID number 6105. This is a 28 American wire gauge high-speed cable with Ethernet. Now this is a great cable to use between a component and a TV source. You don't want to use these with AV receivers or HDMI switches. It tends to put a large resistance on the signal passing through the wire and it won't work. Now the Ethernet channel is used for when you have a connection to, say, a Blu-ray player that's connected to the internet and you need internet on your TV. You can pass the internet signal through the HDMI cable into the TV. This prevents you from having to run another Ethernet cable straight to the TV. The next cable I'm going to show you is product ID number 6053. This is your 28 American wire gauge standard speed HDMI cable with Ethernet. Now, these are typically used in the older devices such as DVD players that don't have the higher bandwidth requirements such as Blu-ray players. The next HDMI cable I'm going to show you is product ID number 3661. This is your 24 American wire gauge high-speed CL2 rated HDMI cable with net jacket. Now the high-speed HDMI cables are commonly used in the newer components such as Blu-ray players and 3D TV. The high-speed HDMI cables will support resolutions 4K by 2K. That is currently not available to the current consumer, but will be in the future, and you won't have to buy another cable. It will also support any digital audio format that is currently available. Now you notice around the cable you have the net jacket. This does not actually affect the performance of the cable, rather it gives it more protection in a harsh environment. Now these cables are also CL2 rated and can be ran in the wall. Our 28 American wire gauge cables are not rated for in-wall use, so you must use these 24 American wire gauge cables. These cables are also best to be used with surround sound receivers, HDMI splitters, and HDMI switches. Those tend to put a lot of resistance on the signal passing through the cable, so you'll need the 24 American wire gauge cables. The next cable I'm going to show you is product ID number 4959. This is another standard speed 28 American wire gauge cable with ferrite cores. Now the ferrite cores are the cylindrical fixtures placed near the end of the connectors that will filter out noise and high frequency interference. A lot of people ask me what the difference between this cable is and product ID number 6053 since they look the same. The main difference between these cables is that product ID number 6053 has the Ethernet channel, which this cable does not. And finally, the last HDMI cable I'm going to show you is product ID number 7697. This is our 75-foot 26 American wire gauge HDMI cable with built-in equalizer. Now, this is a monodirectional cable, so you need to make sure that you have the correct side plugged into the receiver and the other side plugged into the TV. One side is labeled sync, so you know that is the side that goes inside to the TV. Now, the way this cable works is it uses the bus power that comes out of the component that you're using and allows the HDMI cable to keep the digital signal intact. Now, you'll see a little equalizer here built into the cable and a little adjustment knob. That'll help you adjust the frequency and get the correct resolutions and picture that you need out of the HDMI cable. I've had a lot of customers ask me what the equalizer is on the cable and what its main purpose is. The dial on the cable is used as a phase and power control of the signal passing through the cable. If you're using this cable with a device that outputs a lower power signal, you'll need to adjust the dial to a higher number. For devices that have a higher power output, the lower numbers will be used. Now, since this has a built-in equalizer, you don't need the 24 or the 28 American wire gauge cables because it'll work just fine with the 26 American wire gauge. This is also CL2 rated, so you can run this in the wall. But just make sure that you test this cable before you put it in any walls to make sure that you have it hooked up correctly and that it'll work for your application. You'll also need to use this little screwdriver here to adjust the EQ on the cable. This comes with every single HDMI cable with the built-in equalizer. To find these products on the web, go to www.monoprice.com. Click the cable button on the menu bar, then click on the video cable's HDMI icon. After that, you can find all different types of HDMI cables. You can choose the appropriate cable for your setup. If you need help or have any questions, feel free to contact Monoprice Tech Support Team via the live chat at monoprice.com. Don't forget to visit our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. Once again, my name is Sean Blatherwick. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned for more video tutorials. See you guys next time.